Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is JWimbrey. If you guys can hear me okay from around the world, give me a shout out where you guys tuning in from. JWimbrey here live on the morning inspirational call. Good morning, everybody. I see you Queens, New Yorkers in the building, Bermuda, Atlanta. See if I can go back and forth on Facebook as well. St. Lucia, Tampa, Florida, Pennsylvania, New Jersey's in the building. What's up, Zambia? Harlem, New York, Germany. Brooklyn again, DMV. That's the Baltimore, Maryland area. Ontario, Jamaica, Bronx, New York, Kingston. Oh man, this is one of my favorite things to do. So you guys got to get me out of this. I'm stuck right now. Norway is in the building. What's up, New Orleans? The Bronx, New York, Belgium, Texas, Topeka, Kansas, Uganda. New York City is on deck. I see you guys out there around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, this is JWimbrey. Hopefully you guys can hear and see me okay. If you can hear and see me okay, give me a thumbs up or just give me a big increase. If you can hear and see me okay, everything is clear, just somebody type increase and I'll know that we are ready to go in the building. I see the thumbs going up. I see increases going up. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, happy Thursday morning to us, those of us in North America. And good afternoon, good evening to all of you from around the world, depending on what time that you are tuning in right now. I want to be respectful to your time and I want to maximize the moment while I got you. So with all that being said, you know, I thought to myself, what is something that I can share with you guys that has helped me not just take my personal business to another level, but, you know, take my personal life to another level. It comes from actually one of my personal brands. And I'm going to share two different things that I've used in my life to create not just increase, but perpetual increase. See, I believe that you, me, we all have what it takes to be successful at anything that we want to put our hands to. But the question is, can you create perpetual success? And success is your definition, not mine. You know, somebody who's in the business who is binary qualified the first 72 hours, you know, for the first 30 days for that matter, that's someone who has hit a level of success because they have successfully activated their weekly binary commission. So everybody has a different definition of what success is. And success can be monitored, by picking up the breadcrumbs and seeing and studying and feeling what you feel from the inside out, and you could trace it backwards. So with all that being said, I'm gonna ask you a question. When's the last time you did something for the first time? And I'm pausing on purpose because I really want this to hit you. When was the last time you did something for the first time? And I want you to meditate on that question because these are the types of questions that create not just change, but it creates something on the inside that makes you want to do something you've never done before or accomplish something you've never accomplished before. And in order to do something you've never done before, you got to be willing to do something new in your life that you've never allowed to enter your life before. So I'm going to say this. If you do the exact same thing today that you did yesterday, then chances are your tomorrow, if you do the exact same thing today that you did yesterday, then there's a really good chance today. So I ask you a question again. When was the last time you did something for the first time? When's the last time that you made 20 phone calls in one day? When's the last time you made 30 phone calls in one day? When's the last time you did 10 presentations to 10 new people in one day? See, these are things that champions are made of. Champions, they eat, sleep, and breathe introducing new levels of energy in their life so they can go up another level in life. And if you truly want to go up another level in life, now listen, I'm talking to those of you who are already worth millions. I'm talking to those of you who have a desire to be worth millions. I'm talking to anybody who's at the top and anybody else who wants to get there. This conversation is generic and it's equal to every single person that can hear my voice right now. When was the last time you did something for the first time? That's what a champion eats, sleeps, and breathes. How do I level up? How do I take myself to the next level? How do I get from $100,000 a year to $200,000 a year? The only way to get there is you got to be willing to do something that others won't. So you can have tomorrow what the small percentage of individuals have in their life because of what you're willing to do. So I'm going to repeat the question. You got to, let me just make it a statement instead of a question. You got to be willing to do today what others don't so you can have tomorrow what others won't. But the only way you can obtain that in your business, in your life, in your relationships, you got to be willing to do today what others don't to have tomorrow what others won't. But you have to have the mindset that you've got to introduce something new today. I'm not saying you got to go buy something new. This has nothing to do with, what kind of earbuds you use. This has nothing to do with what kind of phone you use. It has nothing to do with your internet speed. This has nothing to do with any of that. So you don't have to go buy anything. The only thing that you have to do is allow yourself to participate in something new on a new level, on a different level. You're going to allow something new in your life so you can level up in life. And in order for you to get up, you've got to be willing to give something up. What are you willing to give up so you can get up? Wow, Johnny's just hitting us with a whole bunch of stuff in less than 5 minutes. But you know why I'm bringing this to you right now? Is because these are the exact same questions that I ask myself. These are the exact same way that I push myself, the exact same way that I hold myself to another level of accountability. What am I willing to give up so I can get up? Give up so I can get up. If you like that, hashtag it. Screenshot and hashtag, tag me at Wimbry. You got to be willing to give up so you can get up. So what are you willing to give up? Now, remember, the first question was, when was the last time you did something for the first time? See, these are the types of questions that rock the very foundation of your soul. And if you really ask yourself this question, you're never the same person on the other side of the answer. You hear what I just said? When you can really ask yourself these types of questions. Now, I'm actually looking at myself right now because I can see the camera. See, don't just ask yourself the question. Go look at yourself while you ask the question. Johnny, when was the last time you did something for the first time? That question right now, while accountability question, find somebody who runs from accountability. I'll show you somebody who's running from success. Find someone that's running from accountability. I'll show you somebody who's running from success. Why? When you hold yourself accountable, it forces you to do something different. It forces you to do things different. Now, I'm going to share something with you, and this is just me. I've lost over 20 pounds in the last 90 days. 20 pounds in the last 90 days. Now, I had to give some things up to get there. I've had to give some things up. I'm standing on a scale at the age of 45, seeing a weight I haven't seen since I was 35. But how did I get there? I had to give something up so I can get up to what I wanted in life. And that causes sacrifice. So my question to you right now is, if you truly desire the month, like we're right at the middle point. We're right at the middle point. So there's nobody who's listening to me right now. Not one of you who's listening to me right now can convince me that you don't have what it takes to level up. You got 15 days left. We saw what happened last month in April. Last month in April, people level up 2 or 3 different ranks in the same month for the first time. We're talking about people in the month of April who never had a recognized rank. When I say recognized rank, I would say sapphire and above. Never had a rank of sapphire and above that ended up going ruby and emerald in the month of April. We're already starting to see that start to happen right around this time in the month, this month. So we know, having 15 days left, 16 days left of the month, you can create magic. Why? Because you got to be willing to do something that most people won't do, so you can have what most people won't, what most people don't have. What are you willing to give up? What are you willing to sacrifice? You got to give up so you can get up. Are you going to give up the television? Maybe it's your favorite show. Maybe your penalty is, I cannot watch this show again until I hit this number. If I don't make this amount of calls before 7 p.m. tonight, I can't watch my favorite show. See, that's how Johnny holds himself accountable. Now, listen, when was the last time you talked to yourself like that? See, if you don't allow different principles and new rules to enter your life, you're never gonna have a new life. You got to be willing to do today what others don't, to have tomorrow what others won't. Nobody from the masses, when I say masses, I'm talking about 90% of the world, ask questions like this. So the fact that you would slow down just to ask yourself this type of question immediately puts you into the mindset of the 10% of the planet. Now, it doesn't mean you're part of the 10%, but at least you started the mindset to be in the 10%. You'll never be in the top 10% of the world's income, the top 10% of the world lifestyles, if you don't introduce the thinking of the top 10%. And the thinking of the top 10%, they're constantly looking for new levels of achievement that they've never achieved before. And in order for them to get there, they've got to be willing to do something they've never done before. So here's the question again. Can you believe I've only been talking for less than 10 minutes? In the last 10 minutes, I've given you things that I've implemented in my life in the last 10, 20 years that have changed my life forever. And I'm giving it to you right now on this morning inspiration call. And it may seem like a lot of information, but it's still right around the exact same question. The exact same question is, when was the last time you did something for the first time? You've got to be willing to do something different to get something different. If you do the exact same thing today that you did yesterday, chances are your tomorrow will be just like your today. I don't know about you, but my yesterday was good. I had a great day yesterday, but I don't want to bring yesterday's level into today's level. I want yesterday's level to tee me up, to give me something to stand on, so that today's level can be better than yesterday's level. When's the last time you held yourself accountable on that kind of level? Like, you celebrate the fact that you had a great day yesterday, but you refuse to allow today to be equal to yesterday. That's leveling up. Now, let me tell you how my mind works. And I'm writing a book right now, and this is one of the chapters in the book. And I'm gonna share it with you guys, and hopefully my publisher doesn't get upset with me, but I'll share it in a way that's a little bit different from the book. A little game changer. And I'm talking to everybody. I don't care if you're a blue diamond, myself, black diamond. I don't care what your rank is. I don't care if you just joined the business yesterday. Every single one of us can level up with this type of mindset. And the mindset is, when I begin to implement this, it changed everything for me. And it's what I call the point of no return. And I know we hear that a lot. And I know that there's a movie called The Point of No Return. But I took it to another level in terms of creating accountability in my life. I'm a black diamond, but this is my first month really being a black diamond. I qualified last month, the month of April, for a black diamond, but I entered the month of April as a blue diamond. Now, I have never not hit my numbers to be a blue diamond. The day I went blue diamond, which was months ago, I have never not hit my numbers to maintain blue diamond. Why? Blue diamond was my new point of no return. I could never return back to any mindset. What's more powerful than that mindset is if I take it to another level and establish a new point of no return there. But I would just want to talk about the point of no return. The point of no return. Sapphire. When you go direct, one of you listening right now, you can go director today. That's just 2 platinums. I'm sorry, 2 gold. I mean, 1 class. I do my best to remember coach and business, but I really go hard with first class. So you got to excuse me. So you go first class, director. But I want to talk to sapphires and above. Once you go sapphire, that is your point of no return. You can never, ever go back to not being a sapphire. When I went diamond, I could never, ever not hit diamond again. Every month I had to hit diamond again. When I hit blue diamond, same thing. This is my very first month for black diamond. My very first full month for black diamond. And my mindset is, listen, I can never, ever not hit. It says my service is breaking up. The service is breaking up. Okay. Is it better now? The service is better? Let me move to another level, another room, because I want you guys to get this. So when I hit the level, hopefully this will be better for you guys. All right, because this is going to be good stuff. I really want you to get it. Okay, it's better? Okay, good. So when I hit the level of black diamond, that was last month. So this month, I can never not hit black diamond again. That's what I call my new point of no return. Here's what happens. A lot of us, we will hit rank. A lot of us will, have a certain level of accomplishments, but we won't hold ourselves accountable to the next month back. And this is the breakfast of champions. This is the breakfast of champions. The breakfast of champions is when you implement a point of no return. The point of no return is basically this, guys. Listen, when you achieve something in life, you can never return from less than that. That's the point of no return. When I made $100,000 my first year in life, when in my early 20s, I could never, ever return to less than $100,000 a year. When I hit $250,000 a year, I can never, ever return to less than $250,000 a year. I don't care if it was 10 years later, $250,000 a year, that's what I had to make. And I held myself to that level of accountability in my early 20s. And now it's become like it's second nature to me. I can never, ever return to a place that I've already achieved from the past. I have to maintain my new lifestyle. When I made $1 million my first year, my first year in life, and I'm saying this extremely confidently because I want you to understand how strong I'm standing on this. This is probably about when I was 32, maybe 31 years old. I'm 45 today. So ever since I hit $1 million in 1 year, I have never, ever made less than $1 million in 1 year. I've never gone backwards. Now, it hasn't been easy. There have been some years it was harder than it was my first year I did it. But it's just the point that I can never return back to, which causes me to work harder. So listen to me, guys. If you truly want to create in your life, in your relationships, in your leadership skills, create points of no return. So I ask you the question again. When was the last time you did something for the first time? You can't hit a new point of no return if you do the exact same thing you did to get to the point that you're at right now. You hear what I just said? You can't hit a new point of no return if you do the exact same thing that you did to get to the point you are right now. Like, I can't go black diamond doing what I did to go black diamond. I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to compress the time, speed up the effort, speed up the intensity. So I got to be willing to do something I haven't done before. So here's a question for Johnny. Johnny, are you willing to do today what others don't so you can have tomorrow what others won't? That's how I talk to myself. Johnny, when's the last time you did something for the first time? Well, last month I did a lot of things for the first time to go black diamond. But that's last month's news. That's last month's language. I guarantee you this, I have to hit black diamond this month again. Why? Black diamond is my new point
of no return. I can never return back to less than black diamond. So I'm inviting you into this world on this inspiration call. It's only been 20 minutes. It's only been 20 minutes that we've been talking. And I invite you to implement the point of no return, the new point of no return. Well, Johnny, how do you do that? You ask yourself questions. When's the last time you did something for the first time? What are you willing to give up so you can get up? These are questions that rock the very foundation of your soul. But that's how you level up. If you only ask yourself easy questions, you're gonna live an easy life. You're gonna live an easy life. And people who live an easy life, they're just coasting. You're just existing. And people are happy existing. But champions will never be happy just existing. And that's why they ask themselves hard questions. Are you willing to do today what others don't, so you can have tomorrow what others won't? When was the last time you did something for the first time? Are you willing to implement the new point of no return? So you hit Ruby in the month of April, you should be Ruby by now. You're at the halfway point. You should be halfway back to where you were. And many of you should be hitting it already. Emeralds, you can never return back to Ruby. Diamonds, you can never return back to emerald. Blue diamonds, you can never return back to diamond. Black diamond, you can never return back to blue diamond. Implement the new point of no return. The new point of no return. And the very first thing you need to do is ask yourself a tough question. Here are my tough questions. Johnny, what are you willing to give up so you can get up? I love Netflix. There's my confession. I love being late on Netflix series. I do. I love when the rest of the world is watching a show and they're talking about it, and 3 years later, I'll start watching it. And I'll watch it. Sometimes I'll binge. I like being behind so I can watch more than one episode. But you know what I had to do last month? I couldn't even spell Netflix last month. I had to give it up. What are you willing to give up so you can get up? What conversations do you need to give up so you can get up? The people you're talking to. How many conference calls are you on a day to build your business? What are you willing to give up so you can get up? That mindset alone is doing something today that others won't, so you can have tomorrow what others don't. That mindset is the exact same mindset that would allow you to ask yourself the question, when was the last time you did something for the first time? That, man, that's a lyric from a rock and roll song. I know some of you guys heard it in a hip hop song, but it's a lyric from an old school rock and roll song, I think back in the early 80s or 70s. What are you willing to give up so you can get up? When was the last time you did something for the first time? Are you willing to do today what others don't, so you can have tomorrow what others don't? Celebrate what we're doing throughout the month of May. So with all that being said, welcome to your new point of no return. And if you really got this message, I'll be seeing you guys being recognized as director, executive director, senior director, sapphire, ruby, emerald, diamond, blue diamond, black diamond, presidential diamond. Why? Because now you have the mindset, the point of no return.